Rob Stone, 2 damn phones. Babylons can't crack the code. Used to sip out styrofoam, but figured I should stick to drugs.
Hi guys, so welcome back to my second episode of my tutorial. If you guys are new, please watch my first episode first, then come back here to see the second episode of my tutorial. So, in this episode, I'm going to show you how to create a responsive website using Bootstrap Studio. So, I have got my own web design here from Lucid template. It's basically Photoshop and you can create it yourself, but I prefer getting it from a website. So, I'll leave the link in the description if you want to download the web design. And by having this web design, we will have a plan of what the website will look like after we create it in the application. So let's get started. So open up your Bootstrap Studio and click create new design and name the design whatever you want. So this is the Lucid template that I told you before, and we're going to use this for our web design. So first off, we're going to create a navigation bar. So click on the search panel and find navbar. So change the position into fix to top. So now change the navigation bar alignment into right. So now we are going to edit we are going to rename the buttons in the menu bar according to the web design. So next we're going to edit the CSS that we got here for the navigation bar. We want to erase the shadows and the borders around the navigation bar and the background color, so it will be transparent. So to remove the shadows and the background for the navigation bar, you go to the panel and find default, and then you change the color into black or something you prefer, any color you prefer, and everything must be the same. And for the background color, you need to change the color so it's become transparent. So after you succeeded removing all of the borders and shadows in the navigation bar, this will be the result. So let's save our file to make it safe and just to make sure. So next we're going to make a jumbotron. So basically it's a header in Bootstrap, and it's very easy to use. We just need to configure some things and it is ready for our website. So just press the jumbotron and find background, and you will see URL open bracket and apostrophe. So you're just going to delete the apostrophe and write your URL, and everything is done. So the pictures I use in my website is not mine. I use the pictures from Unsplash.com. You guys can check it out later, and I will leave the link in the description below so you guys can download it. So this is the results of our hard work, and as you can see, there's a white navigation bar over there. The navigation bar is already transparent, but so there's no picture behind the navigation bar, so that is why the navigation bar is white. But if you pull the picture upwards towards the navigation bar or behind the navigation bar, it will become transparent. As you can see, the result is on the screen. So since the font of the navigation bar is black, we are not able to see the navigation bar very good. So right now we're going to change the color of the navigation bar of the font into white so we can see the words. So after we reconfigure the navigation bar, we can see this is the result. So next we are going to configure the image in the Jumbotron actually, so it can fit the whole screen and looks cooler than before. So to do that, we are going to change the padding, the top padding and the bottom padding. So for the top padding, we're going to change for 200 px or pixels, and also the same for the bottom padding, 200 pixels. And so after the reconfiguration again, this is the result of it. So after creating the navigation bar and the Jumbotron, we are going to create a feature using tables and lists. For this to set the section fixed, I think it's very hard because scale for configure the section media query for and for the table section and make it so we need to make the text line, set the paragraphs and classify a class for the paragraph. After we classify the paragraph, we're going to set a rule for it and make it place in the center. So we're going to use text line center to make all of them place in the center. So when I was editing this website, I was having trouble making the paragraphs sticking in the center because I didn't know where I should put the code, because I tried to put the code everywhere but there's no response in the website. So I have to try again and try again. Even I still struggle from creating a responsive website, because creating a responsive website is very difficult, especially for beginners. But if we try again and again and never give up, we might able to solve the problem for our website. So problem solved. I found what the problem is and I solved it. So actually the problem is I have to put the code inside of the Jumbotron so that it could work as one. So after I put the code in the Jumbotron, everything works perfectly. So after we done configuring all of that, we begin inserting the tables for our image and our description and title. So the same with the Jumbotron, we're going to put text line inside the table, and don't forget, put the table inside the Jumbotron. Don't put it outside the Jumbotron, so it can become one. And also for the borders, we need to erase the borders so that it will look nicer in the website. So for the icons inside the table, we are going to use the icons from FlatIcons.com. So if you guys want to download this icon, I will give the link in the description below. But this link will redirect you to the website because we are not allowed to give you distribute the icons directly to you. So I'm just gonna direct you to the website and you can download it for yourself. So to make the icon smaller, we're going to change the width into 20%. For your information, to make a responsive website, we don't use pixels. We use pixels just for fixed measurements, and we use percentage for not fixed measurements. Like for the width, it's not fixed, so we're going to use percentage. As I said before, we're going to text align center the icons to make it positioned in the middle, and so to make the description for the icons, we're going to use text. As you can see on the screen, we're having troubles with the responsiveness of the website because we use a percentage, and the percentage is bigger than the screen, so it overlaps the screen. So we're going to reduce the percentage so that it will become responsive. So we're going to use the list. So just drag and drop the list. So first of all, we're going to make the style unstyled so that there's no bold points in each list, and then we're going to make it float left, so it's going to the left, and display blocks because we're going to make each list become a block. So next, we're going to change the background of the product overview because we just saw that it's not it doesn't match with the background behind it. So actually in the list, we're just going to adjust the width and the size of the font to make it responsive, as long as it's as long as it suits the website. It doesn't matter. Since I didn't know what I should put for the description in the icon, I just used the lorem ipsum generator to create the description for the icons. As I said before, we're going to change the width into 20% to make it smaller, and we're going to use margin left, only margin left, not right, to make it to push it to the right side, so it's aligned with the icon. So for the second description, we're going to use ID because it's different from the first and the last description. It used the different margin left, so we're going to ID it, and also for the third, we're going to ID it and set it using different margin left. So actually, as you can see, it's very good and nicely done. But if you convert it to iPhone or the desktop screen works fine, but the iPhone screen doesn't support. So according to the template or the web design, after this we're going to put a HR or horizontal line so that we can separate the description with the next jumbotron. But as you can see, there's some mistake here, and as a result, the website is not responsive. So if you're stuck with the fonts and the width of the description, what you're going to do to solve the problem is you're going to use media query for each screen. So for example, the iPhone, it uses 767 pixel and for the tablet it uses around 991 I think, and for the laptop it uses around 1991, and for the desktop it uses more than 1200. So what we're going to do here is we're going to set some kind of a wall like between the tablet screen and the iPhone screen. So it's just like if you're going to use the iPhone screen, the appearance is going to be like this, and the font size will be like this. We're not going to change the width because it's nothing wrong there. It's just that the font size is, we must configure the font size in order to make it responsive. So for example, the laptop, it uses 16 pixel for the font size, and also the same with the desktop. And for the tablet and the iPhone, it uses around, I think for the iPhone it uses 5 pixel, and for the tablet it uses 10 or 12 around. So in the last section, I'm going to put the payment for the website. So we just have to open the user tab and then scroll down until we find payment form, and drag and drop to the last layer, and then just put it there. Since it's from the user, this section is already responsive, and it's really good. It's really looking good. And so to make our website more better so it's like section per section, we're going to use the HR on the left side and put it on top of the payment method. So after we put the payment section, we're going to put the login section for the user to log in to their accounts or log into to their Gmail and use it in this website. So we're going to put that section below the payment method, and so we're just going to press the user tab and then scroll down to find Google like form and drag it and drop it below the payment method. So we're going to finalize this website using this final touch. So we're going to the user tab again and find the pretty footer and drag it and drop it on the last section because it's the footer. You're just going to type in your logo and all of your navbar items inside, and also address and phone number or emails and description about your company. So that's it. So don't forget to save your hard work and don't lose it. If you want to use the website, you can use it, but don't use the image from other websites or other sources. Use your own images.